Today I'm gonna teach you how you can create this dope inverted grain effect inside of After Effects. Let's go. Shout out to Kessler on Pinterest for putting me onto this effect. Let's get straight into it. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your effects and presets and you're gonna search for a CC threshold effect like this. You're gonna search for it and apply it, and you're just going to basically decrease the threshold or just adjust it until you get something like this. By the way, this effect works much better if you have the depth effect from AE scripts, but if you wanna use a free version of this effect, you can use the CC threshold instead. Then we're gonna search for the Gaussian blur effect, and we're gonna search for and apply that Gaussian blur to the same layer and basically increase this blurriness just a little bit, maybe around 12 or 13ish, and of course adjust the threshold again to fit your clip. Now you have something like this, which is looking okay. We're gonna search for and apply next the posterized time effect, and we're gonna apply it and we're gonna set the frame rate to something like 12 frames per second, and this way we have this stop motion effect feel. Lastly, I'm gonna create a new solid layer just like this. It can be any color you want, and we're actually gonna search for the gradient ramp and apply this gradient ramp, and we're gonna set the color, the bottom color, to something more like a lighter gray. And then we're gonna drag this solid layer below our video clip and make sure your video clip is set to screen right here. And that way we kind of have this like gray to black gradient feel. The reason why we're doing this is to mimic and replicate that depth effect just a little bit, but you'll see how it plays out in the final effect. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're actually just going to right click these, we're gonna pre-comp these, and we are going to hit move all attributes into new comp. And now we're gonna create another layer, and this time we're going to create another solid once again, and I recommend creating this color like whatever you want. I'm actually going to do purple just for fun for this one. This could be a cool color, whatever your choice is, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab this ellipse tool and we're going to draw a circular mask around it just like that. Hit the drop down on your mask, increase that feather just a ton, and then we're just going to go ahead and move this mask, and we're simply going to keyframe the mask path from the beginning to follow your subject's face. So you can just kind of like do a very simple rough keyframing, make sure that it stays tracked, and it doesn't have to be perfect either. If you wanted to also, you can go ahead and adjust the mask expansion so that it makes it smaller or larger. Now we're going to change the blending mode to overlay, and ta-da, just like that, we kind of have this cool like purple highlight halation on our subject's face. Before we go into the next part, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Devin Huynh. I've been a video editor for over 7 years. I've shot and edited videos for events like Coachella, worked for artists like Lil Baby, and shot and edited countless music videos by now. But I was just like you. I started off my editing journey in high school with no clients, couldn't figure out how to make my edits look better. Now I give away everything I learned completely for free on this channel, and for those of you who want to especially level up your edits and edit a lot faster, I give away the exact presets and templates on my store 11%.net, where we have, for example, presets and overlays and AI plugins that will automatically edit your videos for you. Once again, everything's linked below in the description at 11%.net if you want to check it out. Now let's get back to the tutorial. Now we're going to come over here to layer. We're going to create a new adjustment layer just like this. We're going to go to our effects and presets, and now this is my favorite part of this entire effect. It's the add grain. So apply that add grain to your adjustment layer, and we're actually just going to set the viewing mode to final output like that, and then set the preset to, I'm going to do Eastman color -2. And now if you zoom in, you see we kind of have a little bit of grain, but it'll look a lot better if we increase the intensity like a lot. So I'm bumping that up to like maybe 5, or let's do 4 or 3, sorry. And then I'm going to increase the size as well up to like 2, no higher than 2.3, because after that it kind of gets really crazy. And you want to set your viewing mode to full, just so you can see like the full extent of this noise. So yeah, that's kind of a lot right now. Let's maybe decrease it down to 1. Yeah, that's looking okay. And now I'm going to increase the softness just a little bit to like 1.7. And then that way we kind of have this cool looking like paperish texture. Lastly, we're going to change the blend mode to overlay, and ta-da, now we have this cool, really grainy texture effect going on. And honestly, this looks really cool. Changing the viewing mode back to half, and now we're going to search for and apply a VR chromatic aberrations effect. This is one of my favorite effects of all time inside of After Effects. You can see when we apply that, we got this cool looking like chromatic feel to it. I'm actually going to apply that before my add grain. I should have applied that first, but yeah, so that way we have the grain applied to the VR effects as well. And also, by the way, I want to put you onto quick Chromatic Aberrations 3. This is a free plugin. This is by Plugin Everything, and it's completely for free on AE scripts. Honestly, this is just a really insane free plugin to have in your back pocket. The reason being so is that it actually blurs the chroma in your aberrations instead of the standard CC After Effects one, where it just creates like harsh lines. I could kind of quickly show you this. So if I apply the quick Aberrations 3, yeah, Plugin Everything did a really good job at making this look super good. And you can see if we increase something like the scale like that, it does the exact same thing as the original plugin. However, if I hit the drop down on stylistic, I actually have the option to increase the blur, and that way we have like a blurred chromatic aberration, whereas the original one in After Effects will just leave it at a harsh edge like that, and it just kind of doesn't really feel that real. So if you want to check out Quick Chromatic Aberration 3, it's linked below as well. That one's completely for free. And then one last thing that we're going to do is we're just going to hit Command Shift D a couple of times on our bottom layer right here, maybe like 4 to 5 frames apart. And the reason that we're doing this is because we're going to search for and apply the invert effect in our effects and presets to just some of these layers, and boom, if we play it out just like that, we got this crazy flash effect. And another cool thing I do recommend adding is you can actually just go ahead if you wanted to and completely remove the threshold effect on like certain parts of the layer, so you can remove the threshold. I'd recommend actually just going ahead and making this black and white with like a tint effect or something, and that way you kind of have like this cool looking mixed media effect. One last thing I recommend doing is adding some cool camera shakes. You can do this by creating an adjustment layer like that, and then we're just going to split that layer and trim it down to something around like 24 frames. I'm going to search for and apply our new Shake It Up V3 warp flash effects from 11%, just like that. And now you can see if we play it out, we got this crazy warp transition camera shake effect applied. It creates like a really cool, interesting texture and look to everything. Like seriously, look at that. Like how did we get that from the original footage? So if you want to check it out, it's also linked below. Once again, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out any of our presets, overlays, or our new AI auto editing plugin for Premiere Pro, which lets you automatically sequence music videos and add effects, you can check everything out at 11%.net. Also, if you want to learn how to create this dope paper transition effect inside of After Effects, you can check out this video linked right here.